I'm Stefan Gala.
I'm Thaddeus Gala,
and this is our story.
Our parents moved up here in the 70s and bought this piece of property with no running water, no electricity, no phone, no roads, nothing. My parents worked sun up to sundown, working on the ranch, raising animals, working in the garden, raising 2 boys, working full time, and really instilling us how to be good stewards of the land and leaving the world and things better off than when you first found them.
Well, your mother and I, we traveled around a lot. I always liked Southern Oregon because I used to hitchhike here during my college days. Somebody said, well, I got this piece of property, and he drove us up here, and we got out of the car down there. I said, that's it, we're gonna buy it. There was nothing but trees, land, water. It was pretty majestic.
This right here is where they pitched the tent and started building that house across the meadow. This is where they spent first summer.
Yeah, the first
here,
4 or 5 months or so.
And saying, well, we have 3 or 4 months until the snows come. So we got to get a house built.
Set up shop in April and say we better be moved in by October because that's what we got.
And there it is. They built the house. They built the pond. That's been where they've been living ever since. You know, growing up, I thought it was always funny because I thought that everyone grew up in the middle of the woods. You know, going to the city and having friends that were in the city, you know, and they lived on a little lot. I was thinking, like, this doesn't make any sense.
And I think Mom and Dad did a really good job of instilling that in us, that you respect nature and respect animals. I've been working with trees, trimming trees really since I was 6 years old and going out in the woods with my dad, and he had asked me to fill up his chainsaw with gas and oil, and so doing that for every morning for all my summers.
And I remember Dad saying, you know, when we'd say, oh, well, why don't we go out and cut these trees and for firewood or for lumber or whatever it was, and he'd say, when I go through the forest, I'm looking for trees that are already sick or damaged or have a broken top.
Right.
So we're being stewards of the land. We're taking out the trees that maybe aren't that healthy to allow more resources, more water, more sunlight for other trees, and leaving the healthier ones. And then got to the point of where we could point out, like, oh, hey, Dad, there's one there, and then that'd kind of be on the map for what we're going to use for firewood.
Right. Or that one has the broken top, or that one's diseased, or that one's dead completely, or these are too crowded, or yeah, I remember that. That was a good lesson for sure.
It provided an inherent appreciation for nature and what we have around us, and that it's not something to be taken for granted.
And as I got more involved in that, and then deciding that, yeah, I think there's a real good way to give back as well, as if we, even with the trees that we cut down, and make a statement to replant those trees, and that we can do really both of those things, and seeing that can really make a difference.
And if we can do that with this company in helping not only clean the forest, but help making the world a better place by planting more trees in a way that we can have an impact, then to me, that's a win.
That's a win, yeah.